Zachary chiming in with $125.
Ooh, pouring this one out for you.
Thank you, Zach. 2022 was a year. Describe Craft Computing's 2022 like it's going on a beer can label.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
That's a fun challenge.
I like that. Gosh, 2022 if it were a beer can label. Well, F-COVID has already been a beer that's made the rounds. What else do we got?
But I think he says like it's a beer can label, like it sort of says here, like the hard saying yet easy drinking. It's dark. I can't see what it says. Oh, it does say saying. The hard saying yet easy drinking Sheplikophagen was created as an ode to friendship. There you go.
Oh, okay. Well, if I were to get it, I went like beer name.
Yeah.
If 2022 for Craft Computing was a beer name.
We'll give it a name and like a thumbnail description.
Right. I will say we had some very good ups. We had some pretty low downs. I alluded to on Twitter that the holidays have never been my favorite time of year. Mm-hmm. Those who have had hard upbringings or people in their life, specifically in your family, that make things difficult, it makes things difficult. And so I've had kind of a weird, like last week as well, fantastic holiday season with my family, watching my kids take it all in. That is kind of a newfound joy for me, getting to live the holidays through their eyes of people who have never had to experience the kind of things that I had to. And that's brought a little bit more of a positive spin on things. But if you don't enjoy the holidays, it's okay to not enjoy the holidays. I personally don't overly enjoy the holidays. But yesterday I tried to take off the side of my thumb with a drill. I'm really glad that I hit the thumb with the chuck instead of the drill bit. Otherwise, we'd be using the term deglove. So I was trying to drill through a piece of plastic. And it was a brand new self-centering drill bit. Super sharp. And I should have known this was coming. But it was kind of like end of the day. I'm just trying to get through a couple of honeydew things. I was hanging something up. And so the drill bit went one rotation, two rotation, we're through. And with a brand new drill bit, and especially with something like ABS, where it's got some flex to it, it's got some elasticity to it, it tends to grab the drill bit once it breaks through. And on a new drill bit, it'll just suck whatever piece you're using or you're drilling through straight up into the drill chuck. And that's kind of what happened to me. And so it went zip, 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 and through the chuck of the drill into the corner of my thumb, which was right in the path. Yeah, that was a thing. It's okay. It doesn't really hurt anymore, but the tissue damage probably goes about halfway through my thumb. And then last night we also got an ER visit. That's always fun. Lots of blood everywhere, more blood than I shed. Everyone's fine, but yeah. So, how about your year? How's your year been?
Not too bad.
Yeah,
got a new job. You guys are looking at it, getting paid for this.
You're gonna get a new one next year too.
Yeah, if I keep drinking the Monkless, that's where it's headed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, otherwise the holidays, the holidays were good. I'm not a big fan of the holidays either. And yeah, surprisingly, Jeff and I's reasons are like remarkably similar for that whole sort of thing. And you have like a lot of like, stuff to sort of overcome, but it's sort of the same thing for me, like sort of rediscovering the joy of the holidays through like my kiddos' eyes. Mm-hmm. Like Halloween is always like a pretty tough one for me, but like this year I actually kind of had fun like carving pumpkins and stuff, which like I hated doing. Like, the short version of that story is like we were carving pumpkins with my mom one year when I was a kid. I don't know how old I was, maybe like 12.
But are we meeting same time next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, long story short, we carved a pumpkin. She wanted more pumpkins carved. We said, well, you asked us to carve one. And she said, fine. She picked up a pumpkin and she threw it clean through the wall. The hole stayed there till we moved out like 10 years later. Like, she covered it with a pizza box and everything. And so, yeah, I just like kind of resented carving pumpkins after that. But now it's kind of fun. I had fun. I carved I carved my one with some effort and then helped other people with theirs.
When you start setting aside your own personal emotions and vests and things like that, and you can start making new memories with your kids or with other people, there's a bit of healing to that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, and then we had a pretty cool, chill Christmas, like low key, no drama. Like, nice. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was kind of our Christmas here too. It was super low key, very enjoyable. The girls both got brand new bikes, so I got to be that dad on Christmas Eve, putting bikes together in the living room. So, yeah, that's something I've never experienced before. So yeah, that was super cool.
Sweet.
But, yeah, so like lots of ups, lots of downs. Definitely wasn't quite as successful on the channel as I think I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Just whenever we kind of got a groove, there was
something.
There was some curveball that got thrown at us, whether it was personal, professional, whatever. There was always something where it's like, okay, we got 2 videos in the bank. We can finally, and then it's like, oh, I have COVID. I'll see you in 3 weeks. And
and
there was always
exactly what it was. It felt like we had one of those months in the spring where as soon as we found our stride, yoink, ripped out from under us.
Yep.
We had one of those months in the summer with COVID and illness and all that sort of stuff. And then we just had that in November. Like, November was awful.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody because, like, I feel like I hadn't seen so many people. And they're like, hey, man, how's it been since I last saw you? And I'm like, dude, I've been sick. I was sick for like 6 weeks, 8 weeks straight. We got over one thing and caught the next thing.
Someone's bleeding out of their ear. We've had
just like, and it's
demonic possessions and like, where do I even start?
And believe it or not, because of COVID, there is a shortage of young priests and old priests. But it's just so awful. And then I feel like, kind of December, we really kind of found a good new stride.
Yeah.
Hammered some things out, but then the holidays hit a little bit. And so you're trying to figure out the balance there. And it's like, but here we are. It's
been a rough 6-8 weeks thereabouts, but lots of cool content planned. I'm writing a video that I'm really, really pumped for right now. And I've got like 2 or 3 bangers in a row, I think, that we're gonna get through. So
yeah. One of them about Ventoy or what?
Yeah, of course. As the 2022 brand ambassador, I want to carry that torch into the new year.
You know what? It's impossible to hate on Ventoy because that was one of the most successful videos of the year,
It really is.